All right, yo, what's up, everyone? How we doing? Break 2500. Fun number. This is a 2024 Panini Select Football 20-box blaster full case team break, which we are all good to go for. Thank you, everyone, for grabbing teams and filling this one out. Appreciate y'all. Let me make a slight adjustment on the YouTube title. We'll get started. But thanks, everyone, for grabbing teams, filling this one out. Appreciate y'all. Let's grab ourselves a nice zebra, some nice silvers, some reds. We will sleeve all of our green reds, whether rookie or vet. We'll sleeve and top load our nicer rookies when we do see them during the break. Same goes for our silver diamonds. We'll sleeve and top load all of those. But if we see any more nicer rookies, we'll take care of it live and in living color. Welcome back, Carl. Good luck, New England. Let's get it. Box one already. Good luck. Should be not a pre-trap. I'm thinking the wrong thing. Red blues. Blues. There's another set. The two kids on the cover looking pretty damn good this weekend. What's up, Rob? Looking for some Buccaneers. Nice. Good luck. That offense looking legit, even with some injuries, even missing. Took the works on the offensive line. I like Tampa a lot. Let's get it though. Box one, good luck. Hey, there's not a quitter. Spitter, Jalen Carter. Silver die cut, Tommy Thompson. Let's even top of that one. Michael Penix Jr. And our first auto, Dalton Schultz. Select signature is white. Is for Houston, 37 out of 50. Alright, not too bad. Dalton Schultz out of 50 on the white auto. That's Penix on the concourse. Joshua McCarty, BTJ Premier. Number Jared Goff, Leggett on the Premier. Mike St. Ristel. Red Blue of Nico Collins, another Penix on the Premier. Will Shipley take care of this one. Nice red and blue Premier level of Keon Coleman. Nice hit there. Looked pretty damn good in that first game with Buffalo. Overshown. Future Jordan Addison. Blue and red of Darnell Mooney and Jalen Waddle. Game of the season so far. Bills, Ravens. We'll see that again probably January. Some like actual good football. That was a good game. Somehow Steelers Jets was a good game. Even Chargers Chiefs, nice one too. Got our first patch coming up here. And box number 2. Cooper Rush, Levante David, and speaking of Steelers, there's Roman Wilson. Rookie swatches Roman Wilson non-numbered for the Steelers. Actually played. I saw him on the field. Very exciting. Bucky Irving on the club level. There's a nice one for Tampa. White Shock behind the turbocharged Rodgers. Jerry Jeudy. Cleveland on the board. Didn't look horrible. Can't believe it. Jerry Jeudy for Cleveland on the White Shock. 119 out of 199. Chase Brown. Red Blue, Taylor Rapp, another one for the Bills. Mike Allstott, Xavier Worthy, get well soon. Puka, AJ Brown, Red Blue. Latu, Van Ginkel, silver die cut will be a nice Brock Bowers. Nice for the Raiders. Hoping he's healthy and ready to go on Monday. That extra day of rest, hopefully helpful. Nice for the Raiders. Looks like some purple shock too. Jahan Dotson, silver die cut, Braden Fisk, nice one for the Rams. Devontae Adams for the Jets on the red blue. Will Riker, another Tommy Townsend. A.J. Brown, Lamar, future CJ, red blue Howie Long. Turbocharged Lamar, Drake May, his first card of the break on the Premier, Brock Bowers. And Purple Shock, Theo Johnson. That is a Giants rookie, not really the one we're looking for, but the rookie tight end for the Giants. Purple Shock, concourse level, it's 007 at a 360. Brees Hall, looking like prime Curtis Martin on Sunday on the red blue. Ufunga, Patty on the numbers, and Joe Namath. Ufunga, just another crazy piece in our Broncos defense. Even though he played a pretty damn good defense, I thought Cam Ward looked pretty damn good on Sunday. I think his team let him down a little bit. But I don't know, man. I think Cam Ward's looking pretty damn good already. I saw someone say that even though he played year 2 quarterback, playoff quarterback, Bo Nix, he's the one that looked calm and composed, and Bo Nix did not. I thought, that's kind of accurate. I'm really impressed by Cam Ward against that Broncos defense. Alright, box, foe, another Bucky Irving. Red and blue, Minka Fitzpatrick. Joe Anderson, silver die cut. Rashad White for Tampa. Kamar Lassiter on the rookie. Ray Davis. There we go. The man of the hour. Red and blue, Premier level, J.J. McCarthy. Nice hit for Minnesota. What a ball game. What a second half. Let's say that instead. Let's see. We'll wait a week or two maybe. Panics on the future. Bo Nix right on cue. Herbie, the cover boy in the red blue. David Montgomery. Turbocharged CJ and Dak Prescott. We'll see. But game 1, Monday Night Football in Chicago against a pretty good defense. You want to put up 21 unanswered in the second half? Big comeback? I didn't want to say that, but you do have to remember, it is the Bears. It is the Bears. Couldn't tell you. Someone who has had a very tough life. A tough sports life, you know. But J.J. McCarthy, you might got that dog in him. Speaking of Chicago, there's Roma Dunes in the concourse. Tyrone Tracy, red blue T-Law. C.J. Stroud. And nice second year Premier level silver die cut C.J. Stroud. Brian Burns, club level. Numbers Marv. Roquan on the red blue. Fred Taylor, Kamani Vidal, Jonathan Brooks, Tip Ryman. Malik, there we go. It's a nice one. Club level red blue of A.J. Cole, of course, the kickers in select. Numerous. Quinn Tulisi Fuaga. Better come back as Bills beating the Ravens. Ooh. I wasn't going to say that. Someone behind me is not too big of a fan of that happening. Hey, that's Josh Allen right there. Josh Allen snatching victory away from the claws of defeat. What a freaking game for the MVP. He's unbelievable, man. There we go. Back to the numbered. Our 6th box of the case. Got a neon green shot in it. Got a silver die cut leading us off too. Another Viking, Ivan Pace Jr., Eric Armstead, Michael Pennick Concourse, and Neon Green Shock. Nice Tyler Guyton. Looked pretty good on that offensive line. Rookie Tyler Guyton, Neon Green Shock for Dallas. 539 out of 599, of course. Jamal Williams, club level. Turbocharged Malik, red blue. Malik Willis, bang, there we go. Jalen Waddle, Mike St. Ristel. Braylon Allen, nice one on the red blue there. Marlon Overshown, Panic Select Certified, and Chris Long. I like the red blue on the those Pats and Bills little color match there. Those are cool. Yeah, I try not, at least me personally, try not to get too carried away with my opinions with week 1 of the NFL. You know, it's kind of hard sometimes. You know, you want to be excited or you want to be pessimistic and write people off or write teams off, but we got to keep a clear, level head. Try to, at least. Box 7. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Silver die cut. Nice Xavier Legette. We'll take care of that one too. Premier level Legette for Carolina on the rookie. I think him and T-Mac will be a nice little 1-2 punch. That Texans defense, I mean, it's kind of the only thing keeping them in that game against the Rams. That should be a good game. Brock Bowers, Premier level. Come on, Iguodala. Turbocharged Jaden finally on the board. Tyler Newman, Red Blue Club level. Malik on the concourse. Bo Nix numbers. Nico Collins. Quinyon Mitchell, nice red blue for Philly. Jared Versier, D-Roy on the Premier level. Jermaine Burton and Calvin Austin III, my guy, on the red blue. It should be a good game. I think that Tampa defense not as strong as that Rams defense, so hopefully CJ looks a little bit better. I don't really think a lot of that game was on him, though. This is going to be tough. I think that Houston team's going to have a tough year with just health and guys getting traded away. The AFC South, I think going to be a little interesting. I think Jacksonville by default, just because they added a lot of talent, actual good head coach. See if they can fix Trevor Lawrence. I think Cohen's a pretty smart guy. And then if Tennessee, give Cam Ward is for real, I mean, it could be a nice, fun race. Caleb Williams, and there we go. Nice one there as well. Premier level, silver die cut, Michael Penix Jr. Nice one for Atlanta. He looked pretty damn good in that first game as well. They should have won that game. They maybe should have won that game. Nice Penix on the silver die cut. There's Bo Nix right behind him on the Premier level. Joe Altz, Cam Bynum club level, Theo Johnson, Xavier Worthy numbers, Devontae Smith, red blue purple shock club level behind the Bucky Irving. For Atlanta, another one, Jake Matthews. Shouts out to big man. Purple shock, Jake Matthews, 139 out of 360. Herbie, Premier level. Tyler Guyton again. Red blue Andy Dalton, Tip Ryman, Aiden Hutchinson future, and nice red blue Blake Coleman for the Rams.
Is he still out?
I think so. I hope we get to see him sometime soon do something. He just seemed like a guy that McVay would love to use in that offense. Where's Tyron Williams? That's been health. You said what? Oh. I thought you said put you under there. Put that Rams? You and Kyron Williams? The 1-2 threat? Yeah, I'm like I should have been the next Mike Allstar on God. That should have been me.
Oh, you're joking, remember?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's wrong sport. That's my bad.
You're pretty much joking.
Yeah, that's true. All right, box 9. Silver die cut. Another nice rookie, Premier level, Brian Thomas Jr. Are they? I mean, they look pretty decent, or at least I'll say they won that game, and Beacon didn't even do that much. They get him more involved in that offense. Oof, Jacksonville will be nasty. Nice hit for Jacksonville. BTJ, Premier level, silver die cut. Worthy on the club level. Another white shock behind the future, Brock Bowers, club level, white shock. Oh, no, another little troll. All right, Cortland Sutton had a solid game for Denver. Little white jersey match on the club level, 164 out of 199. Jane Reed on the red blue. Dunze turbocharge. Xavier Worthy concourse. TJ Hawkinstein. Numbers, Aaron Rodgers, and there we go. Yeah, more silver die cuts than we do on the red blues, but we got a good one at least. Red blue concourse level Jaden Daniels, JD5, diced up that giant defense. That honestly should have been pretty good on paper. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later for Jackson Dart. I don't think Russ has got it anymore, folks. Sorry to any Russell Wilson fans out there. Alright, we got one more patch here. Box number 10. Pretty solid first half. No zebra yet.
That's rude.
Got an auto. Now 2 patches. 4, 5 number cards. And some nice silver die cuts and some nice red blues. So, nice first half. Let's see if we can grab a couple more nice ones here before we move on to box 11. Alright, Jahan Dotson, Will Reichard. Alright, solid one for the Bills. Silver die cut Joe Anderson, Buffalo Joe. Marvin Mims, Riley Moss on the Premier. Oh, Nick Select certified. Red Blue Club Bubble of Dan Hampton. Justin Fields. It was Dyson of the Steelers defense. You look nasty. And get well soon to our guy Xavier Worthy. Draft selections Xavier Worthy on the patch for the Chiefs. Future Braylon Howland. JPJ. Brock Bowers again. Red Blue Michael Pittman Jr., Hufunga, Bucky Irving, Turbocharged Dak, and Deion Dawkins. One more for the Bills on the Red Blue. Still getting it done, Deion Dawkins. Get these out the way. Alright. Very solid first half. Let's go grab our zebra. Alright, starting off the second half of the patch at least. Not too shabby. Alright, box 11. Silver die cut starting us off. Hufunga, Dolo Hufunga. JD5 on the Premier. Copper Shock, another club level. Another one, another semi-troll. Mr. 1K, Mike Evans. Copper Shock on the club level, 96 out of 299. I'd like to see maybe some Buckney. Jimmy Graham, Fuaga, Buda Baker, and patch number 3. Draft selections, Keon Coleman. Nice hit again for the Bills. Turbocharged Cheetah, McWashington, DK on the numbers. DSJ on the Red Blue. Marvin Harrison Jr. Concourse. Red Blue, another Buda Baker. Foshano, Torrey Taylor, Ricky Pierce also certified, and Isaiah Simmons Red Blue. Foshano looked like a beast too. Their 2023 and 2024 first round picks look pretty damn good against the Steelers. Foshano on the offensive line, and Will McDonald, he was pretty solid last year, but he looked like a beast on Sunday. I would say you watch out for that guy if you got some stuff of his lying around from that 2023 community class. So if they're going to New England, some Miami. We got some big games this year. Okay. They think he's funny, Chad. They think he's funny. Braylon Allen on the concourse level. Silver die cut. Ed Oliver, another one for the Bills. Devon Valley, another JD5 concourse. Baker, Rogers. Future of Marvin Harrison and Purple Shock. Premier. Nice Fred Warner. Still the man. Niners edition Fred Warner. Purple Shock Premier level. 27 out of 36T. Quinn Young. Brian Urlacher. Red Blue Malik Washington. Joe Montana, Turbocharged Amon Ra, Eric Armstead, Red Blue, Drake May, numbers, Caleb Williams, and nice Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Red Blue. Concourse level Marv. Another one for Arizona. Nice. Patch number, is that 5 now? Alright. Some solid stuff in the second half so far. Alright. Box 13, Blake Corum. Silver die cut. There's Bucky Irving. Nice hit. Nice hits. That's the man right there. Shouts out our guy Bucky Irving on the silver die cut. Marshall Lattimore, Caleb Concourse, Joe Walls, Seawat, Joe Burrow, Theo Johnson, Bauer Select Certified, Mr. Jalen Hurts on the red blue, future Keon Coleman, Tyler Guyton, Sam Darnold, and another Xavier Worthy. Rookie swatches this time, except for the Chiefs again. Again, get well soon. I still think they'll be fine. They're still the Chiefs. They still have Patty Mahomes. Najee on the red blue. Chip Ryman, Jair Alon, Cooper Kupp, and another Keon Coleman on the premier. I think the Chiefs will still be okay. I mean, that division, if the Raiders are as good as they look and the Chargers are as good as they look, that division is going to be a bloodbath. Okay, interesting. Box 14, Fashanu. Silver die cut, Nakobe Dean. Daniel Carlson, red blue, okay. Brees Hall, JJ. Barry Sanders. JJ on the premier now. Okay, nice. Got Dak. Numbers, Jared Goff on the red blue. Jaden Daniels, select certified. Josh Allen, BTJ. Another Marv. They have been hitting a bunch here recently. Marvin Harrison Jr., red blue club level for Arizona, I said. DSJ, Cam Little, the GOAT, future Ricky Pearsall, and Torrey Taylor. Maybe not the GOAT for the Bears. On a red blue. Special teams maybe need some work in Chicago. Alright, box 15, still no zebra. Wouldn't mind seeing either that or a number card here in this box. And right on cue, there is our zebra. Nice. Sometimes you gotta will these things into existence.
What you gotta do?
Sometimes. 60% of the time, it works every time. Alright, 15. Good luck. Fashanu calling the shot. He's saying Bucks zebra. George Kittle, get well soon on the silver die cut. JJ in the concourse. Roshan. Drew Bledsoe, Dallas legend, turbocharge Herbie. Joshua Cardi, red blue. JC Latham, Bijan. BTJ will hide it. Our zebra. It's right there. Jameis Winston, who we have pulled 2 zebras of. Wouldn't mind seeing someone different. Cam Little, Lad McConkey, select certified, and Calvin Hill, red blue. Alright, let's see what we got. Good luck, y'all. It is rookie. Okay. Blue team. We'll go top to bottom. Ooh, for the Rams? Nice. Just what we were talking about. Blake Corum. Nice one on the zebra rookie. I said for the Rams. Alright. Not too shabby. Blake Corum. Concourse level zebra for the Rams. Still not the war zebra. I've forgotten. Alright, last stack of boxes here. Last stack of 5. Fourth quarter time. Yeah, every player's got a zebra. That could have been anybody on the checklist. Joe Anderson. Silver die cut. Nice Kamari Lassiter. Super underrated for that Texans team. And a base as well. Alright, we get it. Kamari chill. Lamar on the numbers. Red Blue. Aaron Rodgers for the Jets. Oh, Knicks concourse. Malachi Corley select certified. Red Blue Kendrick Bourne. Roma Dunze Premier. Roma Dunze concourse. Caleb on the future. And a neon green shock. Debo. A little Travis Kelce Rebel behind him too. Niners edition of Debo Samuel on the neon green shock. 200 out of 499. Every player on the base checklist, whether it's Concourse, Premier, or Club in this set, one of the hobby, could be the field level. It also could be any of the inserts. Every base card has a zebra. Alright, box 17. You and me both, man. You and me both. Jaden Reed. Jaden Daniels. Silver die cut. Another one for Houston. Nice. Will Anderson Jr. Lamar. Brett Favre. Falcons legend. Our next patch behind the Travis Kelce. Michael Penix Jr. Nice. Another one for Atlanta. Rookie swatches Penix for the Falcons. Nice one. Xavier Leggett select certified. Red Blue Gabe Davis. Quinton Mitchell. Future Xavier Worthy. Joe Montana. Drake May. There we go. There you go, Carl. Red, blue, concourse level, Drake May. Yeah, just, super clean with those red, white, and blues on the card. For the color match. That is clean. Very nice. Joe Alt, Devontae, Blake Corum, Turbocharged Marv, and Jackson Powers Johnson. Wouldn't mind seeing another Raiders first rounder there on the he's a solid one, too. That was a nice box. Box 18 now. All right, orange shock, another numbered card. Cooper Rush, silver die cut Cam Jordan, and orange shock rookie Michael Penix Jr. Nice. MPJ Premier level. Falcons having a great break. 256 out of 399. Nice hit. Don't mind that. Ricky Pearsall Premier. Levante David. Spencer Rattler Premier. Here we go. Select certified Dallas Turner, Red Blue Legarius Sneed, Worthy on the Concourse, Drake May Future, Red Blue Joe Burrow, that's nice, Joku, Jahan Dotson, Turbocharged Drake May, and one more for the Bills, Greg Rosso, Red Blue. Alright, penultimate box, box 19. Another orange shock, nice. Nice fourth quarter. Behind the Minka Fitzpatrick and the silver die cut Brian Burns. Orange shock. A.J. Brown, nice. That's it for Philly. A.J. Brown. 462 out of 499. So nothing for the Eagles. Ray Davis, Herbie, Drew Brees, Chargers edition, Fuaga, Future Jameer Gibbs, Red Blue, Brian Urlacher, Lake Washington, Marv Concourse, Turbocharged Burrow, Daniel Carson, Red Blue, Riley Moss, Torrey Taylor, Braylon Allen, Numbers Jay Jetta, and Joe Montana, Red Blue. And then there was one. Last box mojo. Thank you again, everybody. Pretty solid one. I'll do a full recap here, but I've got top load ones. So the die cuts and the red blues, our numbered cards, our patches, our auto, and our zebra. I thank you everyone for giving this one a shot. Appreciate you. At least a couple more nice ones up at the top of the pile. And send you lovely folks on your way. Alright. Last box mojo. Good luck. Silver die cut. Last one in the break will be Jalen Waddle. Nice one for Miami. Kirby Joseph. Penix on the concourse. Derrick Henry club level. Stephon Diggs. Future Will Anderson. Red Diggs. Future Will Anderson. Red Blue Joe Alt. Mike Sam Bristol. Patty. Turbocharged Goff. Overshown. Red Blue Josh Allen. Nice. Malik Neighbors Premier. Andrew Van Ginkel. Jake Ferguson. JD5 on the numbers. And our last Red Blue is a nice one, thankfully. Concourse level. Caleb Williams. Nice last card of the break. Bears. QB1. To end it. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate you. So I've got big ass stack of cards that we are going to sleeve and top load right here. Let's get to the cards that we've already sleeved and top loaded. Silver die cuts include Bucky Irving on the concourse, Brian Thomas Jr. Premier, Michael Penix Jr. Premier, Xavier Legette Premier, and concourse level Brock Bowers. Our red blues, concourse Caleb Williams and Drake May, club level Marvin Harrison Jr. and Marvin Harrison Jr. concourse. JD5 with the concourse level, JJ McCarthy Premier, and a Keon Coleman color match on the Premier level. To $5.99, Tyler Guyton on the rookie. To $4.99, AJ Brown and Deebo Samuel. Orange Shock to $3.99, Premier level, Michael Penix Jr. Nice hit there. That's $256 out of $3.99. To $3.60. Fred Warner, Jake Matthews club level, and rookie Theo Johnson. Copper Shock to $2.99. Mr. 1K, Mike Evans. And White Shocks to $1.99. Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. Our patches. Rookie swatches. Michael Penix Jr. again. Xavier Worthy and Roman Wilson. And our draft selections. Keon Coleman and one more Xavier Worthy, why not? First box with our auto. White auto. Select signatures Dalton Schultz for Houston. It's 31 out of 50. And our zebra on the rookie. Nice Blake Corum. Concourse level for the Rams. And that's our break. Thanks again, y'all. Appreciate it. Not too bad. Not too shabby for a blaster case. All right, y'all. We'll see you in a bit for our last break of the night. It's fight night. One more Topps Chrome